Didn't see you there. Welcome back to the Wrestling Rundown. This is our last video of the week. You know, it's that thing that happens, what is it? Happens on Friday. It's like, we're running a direction. We're smacking the same direction. That's it. It's the Smackdown Rundown. Whoa. Oh no, you don't! Did you get it? Got it. Wait!
Fighting that guy for the last 3 hours.
I didn't even realize we were on the ground. I was fixing up the couch.
Yeah, I was incognito disguised as your carpet.
It's the ginger hair.
Yes.
Alright. Alright. Well,
workout.
let's get right into SmackDown. Santino Marella is running SmackDown.
Yeah, you know, I saw the first hour of SmackDown before you did, and I knew you were going to be excited about that.
I was excited that Daniel Bryan returned to run Raw the night after Survivor Series, but I love Santino.
Yeah, this hilarious. Is the thing is, we haven't gotten to go into Santino a lot on this show because he's been gone for the majority of.
Yeah, he recently retired from in-ring work.
It was like part of our beginning of the year initial kind of spiels.
Yeah, he ended up having surgery, and he has been talking about coming back to the ring, but he hasn't really. You know, he did the thing with Larry the Cable Guy, and then now he's running SmackDown, which is always fun because Santino's hilarious.
Yes, he is.
And the first thing he gives us is a Intercontinental title rematch between Luke Harper defending against Dolph Ziggler.
Yep, the Ziggle Wiggle versus the crazy beardy eye guy.
This was an awesome match. This was almost the match I've been waiting for. Because
almost. They're building it up.
They are, and they're doing a great job. Because this match was great. It played to both their strengths. You had Luke Harper really working over Ziggler as the strong man. You had Ziggler working off the momentum he's got from Survivor Series, trying to play that survivor role.
Yeah, it was very much the same story at Survivor Series, where Ziggler kept finding himself over and over again in the predicaments where, oh, well, it looks like Harper's going to take it. Ziggler keeps popping the shoulder up, keeps kicking out, keeps coming back.
Harper just kept hitting really just big boots and just really physical moves that were just taking a lot out of Ziggler.
Mm-hmm.
And right when Ziggler was starting to have the momentum, hit him with a famouser, he was really getting ready to finish it off, and Luke Harper just hauls off and kicks him in the dick.
Dick kick.
Dick move, bro.
Yeah. That's what Eric Rowan said when he was backstage.
So then we get Luke Harper decides he's going to go to the outside. He grabs a ladder and starts to introduce it, puts it in the ring.
He sets it on its side.
Yeah.
Not the typical way that people set the ladders up, generally flat on the ground, or they'll set it up to climb it. But he had to set it on his side. Not very many normal things we are used to come from this ladder positioning, but we get the intention of what Luke Harper's going to do because then he starts setting up Dolph Ziggler for a power bomb,
which
on that side of the ladder. Ziggler ends up being able to push himself off of Harper's shoulders, grabbing him by the hair, maybe even the beard. Didn't see it.
Lots of hair.
Smacked him face first onto the ladder.
Harper rolls out to one side. Ziggler's still in the ring.
He gets up, picks the ladder up, and hucks the ladder out of the ring at Luke Harper's face.
Which would then bring Santino out to say, hey, you know, since I am running SmackDown, we're gonna have a rematch between Luke Harper and Dolph Ziggler in a ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship at TLC.
He said he had what Oprah Winfrey calls an aha moment. Oprah Winfrey.
I love Santino.
I feel like there's a hidden Southern black joke in there.
Oh. Ouch. I didn't even think... Oh, man. I didn't even think about that. Okay.
Who knows?
Why?
At least he didn't say fried Oprah Winfrey.
Then
that's a fat black joke.
Yeah, that could have been bad. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. We actually called that a couple weeks ago, talking about...
it was last Raw.
It was the Raw after Survivor Series. So yeah.
It was like last Raw.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm all confused because we uploaded early this week.
Yeah. It wasn't this Raw. It was last Raw.
Yeah. Last week.
We gotta get some ointment or something. We're Raw every week.
Well, you and Thomas were talking about cooking it, but I don't think it would work very well. Could be wrong.
It's probably wrong.
So having the match first, we would then get our 20-minute talk segment next, where what I'm now dubbing the lack of authority would come out.
Yes.
We've got Seth Rollins, Big Show, Kane, and J&J Security.
AKA Mini Big Show and Mini Kane.
Watch the segment where they're walking to the ring, or like walking in the back. It's pretty funny. But we'd have Seth Rollins, Big Show, and Kane all kind of talking about...
They basically glazed over their respective matches.
Exactly, yeah. They didn't, just talking about what they're going to be...
Oh, hey, I'm Seth Rollins. I'm going to put John Cena through a table, so not as he goes his title shot, he's going to get splinters in his butt.
Yeah, at tables, ladders, and chairs, and stairs, right, Big Show? And then Big Show starts talking about, oh, well, yeah, you saw what I could do to the stairs against Eric Rowan on Monday, and just imagine when I can swing those stairs around and not get punished for it. You know what? I'm not even going to tell you. I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do to Eric Rowan. He just beats the shit out of the steel steps on the outside.
Which was very unfair.
Yeah. The stairs didn't do anything to you, Big Show.
Cena is going to be on your ass.
Just because you're taller than it doesn't mean you can beat it up. That goes for you, too.
What?
It goes for you.
Why?
Because we talked about, top 5. You had me in a headlock. Go back and watch it. You had me in a headlock. I had to count to 5 to have him let me go before he got disqualified. Just because you're bigger than me.
But you're not stairs. You're a human being. Stairs are defenseless.
Yeah, I can fight back. What's wrong with you, Big Show? Then we move on to Kane.
There's the Coalition of Ethical Treatment of Stairs, otherwise known as KETS. They're going to be all over your ass, Big Show.
Then Big Show would finish off saying something.
Eric Rowan is going to eat the
stairs, which would segue into Kane talking about his chairs match that he has with Ryback.
He's going to be feeding Ryback
chair after chair.
And Santino comes out and says,
Guys, take it easy.
And he makes the main event.
Yes,
for Smackdown. He says that we are going to have Seth Rollins and his new best friend, The Big Show, go in a tag team match against Eric Rowan and everybody's favorite hungry, the Ryback. What is everybody's favorite hungry?
He's better than the country?
What is it? Everybody's favorite hungry. Oh, it's the big guy, Ryback.
Yeah. It's Santino. He doesn't talk right.
I was as soon as Santino came on, I was really hoping he was going to call him Ribic.
I probably would have lost my shit if he did. That would have been hilarious. Then our next match, we had a tag team match. The New Day, which would be the combination of Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods
taking on the Speed Doctors.
The Speed Doctors taking on the team known as the Uppercats. Tyson Kidd and
they're not known as that.
No,
but we're trying to make them known as that. Team Uppercats.
Yeah. Hashtag that.
Hashtag Team Uppercat.
Yeah. Natty got into a little bit of trouble at the beginning. She was dancing to the New Day's theme song, and Tyson's like, "No,
just like stop it,
just don't." This was a great match.
It was really fun.
I love the New Day's ability to just do all kinds of cool little double teams. I'm enjoying the new tag team that is Team Uppercats. They could do some serious damage in the tag division.
Yeah.
New Day ends up getting the win, and
God, they're burying Cesaro and Tyson Kidd again.
Shut up, IWC.
Sorry. Which the IWC will never say sorry.
No, they wouldn't.
Which is funny because we're also part of the IWC because we're a wrestling show on the internet.
Shut up.
Yeah.
New Day would get the win, and then...
Explain the double team finish they used.
Yeah, the double team... we've seen this combination multiple times from different, indie teams and even WWE tag teams. Kofi Kingston kind of does a back roll off of Tyson Kidd, turns him into a backbreaker after getting Xavier Woods gets the blind tag, and Xavier Woods goes up and does a double stomp to Tyson Kidd's face.
Off the ropes.
Ow! The double stomp was on my list of rude moves last week for a fucking reason.
Yeah.
It's because it's dangerous. It comes out of nowhere. Well, it does come out of somewhere, but it fucking hurts.
It comes out of the sky, usually.
It comes out of the sky, and it fucking hurts. This is terrible. But the New Day wouldn't be able to celebrate very long because they would get...
the Golden Stardust vignette sort of thing?
Well, it was a direct promo, really.
Yeah.
Letting them know that darkness is coming to the New Day. That they're in the black hole. This was probably one of my favorite Dust to Dust promos.
I also found this to be sort of a racist joke.
Yeah.
The New Day, all three black guys are going to be like in a black hole.
But New Day would fire back.
Yeah,
saying,
New Day had their own fired up promo.
Yeah, they're like, you know what?
They kept having to calm each other down.
Yeah, there's no force in the cosmos that's going to hold us back because
Kofi Kingston called it the Cosmo Cowboys, which I think was a Brokeback Mountain reference.
Might have been. Big E starts talking about the power.
Ha!
Is that your reverend voice?
Yeah.
The power. Ha!
And then between every sentence, something.
He was
gassed. It sounded like he was gassed, and he didn't even wrestle the match.
His promo blew him up.
The first sentence.
Pretty much saying,
I got power.
Wow. I kind of wish that was their theme song. Yeah. It kind of sounds like it in a way.
I think it's to get the same vibe as.
Yeah, but I'm interested to see where this tag team feud goes.
Yeah, I'm really curious if the Dust Roasters are gonna enlist a third member, or if this is gonna stay a 2 versus 3 feud, which is kind of unusual for it to happen.
But I mean, it would make sense because the New Day isn't a heel team, so they'd abide by the rules that if it is a tag team match, only 2 guys are going to be involved. Which they play. We now found out it's not rock paper scissors that they're playing. It's odds and evens, which is how they decide which 2 guys go into the tag team match. So yeah, hopefully we'll be getting some really good tag team matches there. We'd have a little backstage segment where Naomi she's loving this bouquet of roses that she got. She's really excited. Jimmy comes up, says, "Hey, how you doing?" They kiss each other.
Thanks for the flowers.
Yeah, he goes, "I didn't send those."
Which Jimmy. Right off the bat, if your wife thanks you for flowers, you sent them.
But
doesn't even matter if there's a card. Take the card out, throw it away.
No, that wouldn't.
Take credit for those flowers.
That wouldn't have worked because the card specifically said apologies.
That's what I'm saying. If there's a card, take the card out and throw it away before she can see it. Because she didn't see the card was sitting right on top, and somehow she didn't get the fucking card. But he sees it within seconds.
No, he grabs the card because he's interested where they came from because he knows he didn't send them, and it says apologies from the Miz. Crumples up.
Yeah, he read the card out loud. What you do is you just take the card off, read it, formulate your plan of attack in your own head.
No. It doesn't work that way because the woman would have been like, "Oh, let me keep the card. I want to keep the whole thing." And then he would have no. He made the right decision with the card, not so much with the vase of flowers, which he grabbed and then smashed on the ground. That was a little extreme.
Because someone's gonna have to clean that mess up.
I mean, even Naomi was like, "You didn't have to do that. I would have kept the flowers." No flowers for you, Naomi.
No Ms. Flowers.
Nobody wants Miz Flowers.
I don't want Ms. Flowers.
Uh,
I want to punch Miz right in his flowers. By flowers, I mean balls.
Okay. Up next, we have Dean Ambrose talking about his destroying the rocking chair.
Oh, we got
on
the
Monday.
pre-commercial thing saying that up next is going to be Dean Ambrose versus Rusev.
Yeah, which threw us the fuck off when we found out it was going to happen on Raw.
Yeah.
I forgot it was going to happen until Rusev came out. But we get Dean Ambrose first, talking about how much he loved destroying the chair.
He got sick pleasure out of it.
Yeah, because it was like, maybe Sister Abigail used to sit in that chair and rock baby Bray Wyatt to sleep, or maybe his grandmother used to sit on the porch
and spit in her spittoon.
Spit in her spittoon.
So Grandma Wyatt is a tobacco chewer.
I wouldn't be surprised. And then he says, destroying. I saw how upset you got, and now it's like a symbol for me, but it's also a symbol for you because that's what I'm going to do to you at TLC. But at TLC, I'm going to be able to use tables and ladders and, oh yes, shiny brand new chairs.
Which they're going to add a stipulation on this match that the chairs in TLC are going to be rocking chairs.
I'm kind of okay with that. It hurt a lot. Fucking all kinds of just random edges you could get clocked with. Nah, that doesn't sound fun at all.
I don't think that's actually going to happen. But
No, probably not. But this would bring Rusev out, where Lana would say Rusev will not be competing tonight because of what Jack Swagger did on Monday, and the whole
they replayed the video of him beating him up on Monday.
Blaming Swagger came out after what happened to Zeb Coulter and attacked Rusev. And Rusev's injured, and Ambrose says
that Rusev's injured because he hasn't been in 15-minute long matches with Mark Henry, the Big Show, or anybody.
Yeah, exactly. She ends up finishing what she's saying, and Dean Ambrose goes, I tuned you guys out a long time ago. I tuned you out after Rusev not competing tonight. And I don't care if he's injured. I came to fight, so I'm just gonna come up there. And so he gets out of the ring, starts to head towards Rusev.
Doesn't get very far.
Gets blindsided by Bray Wyatt, who proceeds to whoop the high holy hell out of him. Brings out a chair, and this all ends.
He whacks him on the back with a chair.
Yes.
And he pulls Dean Ambrose into the guardrail.
Yeah, and kind of holds him there with the chair.
Yeah, and he puts the chair up against Ambrose's throat and says, "It was her chair."
Yes.
So Ambrose was right in saying that it was Sister Abigail's chair.
Definitely Sister Abigail's chair. And then this ends with Bray with the top of the chair in Ambrose's throat. He drives the feet of the chair into the steel steps. The
move is called the guillotine.
Yeah, Undertaker did it to the Hardys.
Undertaker did it. That was a bit of during his heel run in the badass era.
Yeah, the badass
was his
heel
thing.
Undertaker.
He did that. He did it. I remember him doing it to Jeff Hardy. I remember he did it to Maven, I think.
Yeah, he did
not
both.
Not long after the Royal
He even did it
Rumble
to
incident.
Lita, I think, at one point. Because he was honest. His first victims of that were the Hardys.
Yeah.
And so we have Ambrose. Gets calmed down by the doctors. Gets put on the stretcher. So this was a really good segment because I feel like the realism they took with the doctors around it and his selling just made it seem like a real big thing, which you don't get a lot when they do the stretcher thing.
Yeah.
It usually seems real cheesy, and they're like, oh yeah, we're just, get the guy out of here, just get him out as fast as we can, but they made it seem really real, which was great. Up next, we had I guess this is kind of a rematch, just kind of moving on to a new, the other partner, Miz would take on Jey Uso this time.
Yeah.
Jimmy is super pissed because of what happened with the flowers.
Super pissed.
He's super pissy.
He's not pissy, he's pissed.
He could be pissy. You don't know.
The Miz is pissy.
Miz is pissy.
Miz cut another promo to get under Jay's skin.
Yeah.
And Jimmy's skin.
Yeah, talking about how Naomi is beautiful and she's
the
hot.
The executive
Yeah.
thought she was gorgeous and talented, and then he adds that sneer hot at the end,
Yeah.
like
which he's pretty much just trying to use his own words and putting in the producer. He's just really trying to get at Jimmy. Jimmy's like making a beeline, and I immediately thought Jimmy was in the match. I thought they were doing a rematch.
You're like, they're doing a rematch. I was like, no, this was Jay.
And Jay actually has to like hold Jimmy back so he can do the match. Jimmy actually gets kicked out of ringside almost halfway through the match because he keeps trying to get in and attack the Miz.
Yeah.
And the ref ends up ejecting him, and the end to this I thought was great because they're utilizing Mizdow in a different way now. Jay and Miz had a spot where Miz was on the outside of the ropes. Jay was on the inside. Jay actually brings Miz over the top, kind of hard way style, and so he does does the flip bump into the ring. Well, while Jay is getting ready to kind of like capitalize and win the match, Mizdow does the same bump.
Doing the whole copycat thing.
Yeah, which distracts Jay, and Jay looks over and goes, "What are you doing?" And he walks over to try and get Mizdow out of the ring, and as he does, he's like through the ropes, and this allows Miz to get up, clock him from behind, and set up and hit the skull-crushing finale for the win. So this was a really clever way of using Mizdow, his normal shtick, in a new way. So I'm wondering if they're
It's a new way.
New way.
In my head it was like the Legacy theme song.
Oh, that was their theme song, wasn't it? Yeah.
They were the New Day first. Which is funny because Cody Rhodes is part of that. Oh, that's why Stardust is so mad.
He doesn't appreciate his friend Cody Rhodes' image being tarnished by the New Day.
I just came up with some sort of like backwards wrestling, like 6 degrees of this feud.
Oh shit.
Sort of thing. We should end up doing like a 6 degrees of like matches.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, that'd be a fun game to play at a party.
We'll have to try that sometime. Up next, we get a one-on-one Divas action. Brie Bella taking on Naomi. Brie has Nikki in her corner, and AJ Lee is out at commentary. Nikki was just trying to piss AJ off the whole time.
Yeah, she was sitting on the steps close to the commentary table and just like fondling the title and like petting it.
Just kind of making direct eye contact with AJ, and AJ was like trying not to pay attention.
She was trying to do her commentary.
But there was at one point where she kissed the title, and she goes, "Oh, gross! Don't put your lips on that. That's mine." She's just getting really mad.
Yeah, I love the fact that we've had AJ on commentary at least once a week for like the last month.
Yeah,
They're starting to realize that she's got a real knack for being entertaining with the headset on.
Yes. She's
with or without JBL's hat involved.
Yeah, and she's probably taking lessons from a certain husband of hers. He was very good at that same.
A certain husband? Does she have more than one?
Yeah. CM Punk doesn't know that. I'm not teaching her promo skills.
Punk is gonna kill him.
Probably. Especially
Punk is getting ready for UFC.
He's gonna whoop my ass. But anyway, Naomi would end up getting the win. Nikki tried to distract Naomi by getting up on the ropes and waving her hands like a crazy woman. But AJ was able to get over to the ring, pull Nikki down, and as Brie went for a clothesline, Naomi ducked and was able to get the roll up, getting the win. I'm really hoping this is Naomi's push to the title picture.
Yeah.
The fact that she's been involved in this storyline multiple times, she got picked as AJ's partner on Raw. So
yeah, I'm feeling like almost maybe at TLC we could see 2 separate Divas matches. I'm feeling like we could get
like a rematch of the number 1 contenders.
Well, I'm feeling like we could get maybe a Naomi versus Nikki title match, and kind of a Brie versus AJ.
This grudge.
Kind of
grudge match almost.
Yeah, because we're still having like AJ's still feuding with both Bellas like simultaneously.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, like now that the Bellas have rekindled their partnership, their kinship, that AJ
which
now,
I still feel like isn't gonna last very long.
like now AJ's not just like saying like, oh well I'm going against Brie because she's Brie, or oh I'm going against Nikki because she's the champion. She's got to like deal with both of them. So there might even be like a fatal 4-way match or something.
I'd be okay with that. I think that would be phenomenal. That'd be really good.
And then we change the name of the pay-per-view to Tables, Ladders, Chairs, Stairs, and 4-way dances.
Please no. No, because then if we named it 4-way dance, we'd probably get like R-Truth versus Fandango versus the Bunny versus somebody else, Hornswoggle. He'd do a little Irish jig or whatever. The Bunny would hump the air. We had hip hop dance, and then
you're recycling your dancing joke from.
No, that wasn't a joke. That was like legit.
Week wrap up.
That was no. This was a joke. The first one wasn't a joke. It was just putting a label on a match.
Bad pun.
But up next, we had a backstage segment. Speaking of the Bunny, I was trying to segue. God damn it, and you fucked it up. The Bunny was having a conversation with Santino, which
no Santino was monologuing to the Bunny. How it's lonely at the top.
Yes, it's hard when you have so much pressure. There's so much weight on your shoulders, and only you understand. And like the Bunny's
hands
like,
up, and it's the Bunny, and he's like, I understand.
Nodding, and then he pats him on the shoulder and he's
other
like,
hand under the chest.
Yeah.
And then he starts to like try and do the chin up to Santino.
Don't touch my face.
It's like, don't touch me, Bunny.
It's just really random, but really funny at the same time. Really wasn't necessary.
Told the story about how his grandma would call him up at 3 a.m. to change the light, to change the clock on the oven or whatever.
It's 3 a.m. I am sleeping, fast asleep at this time. Santino, the king of just random shit. Then we get a backstage segment where
I really hope Santino gets to be like permanent GM.
I wish that would be so much fun. Please have him host the Slammys with Seth Green, which we didn't mention on Raw, by the way.
Oh.
That Seth Green will be hosting the Slammys this Monday.
Seth Green.
Oh my god, Seth Green.
He's on firm nigger.
And when it were
Robot chicken.
we have a backstage segment where Rollins is trying to. I feel like
he's trying to rally the troops.
Well, I feel like he was trying to mend a fence that wasn't broken with Big Show. He's like, hey, we got to be on the same page tonight. We gotta get things done. And Kane comes in and goes, Seth is right. Okay, we're a team. The authority is gone. The authority left us. We're all that's left. And Big Show's
I feel like it comes from the fact that the Big Show didn't do what he did to join the authority. The Big Show did what he did to secure his job. He knocked out Cena at SummerSlam or Survivor Series to secure a job, not to like switch allegiances. I think just because the fact that it was that match, the Team Authority match, that now all of a sudden he's being lumped into this. Oh well, he helped, so he must be part of their.
He's being labeled as an authority guy.
Yeah.
Which he lets them know. He goes, hey, there's no team. We're not friends. We're all about ourselves.
Yeah, we're three of the most selfish guys in the WWE.
Yeah, there's no IN team, but there's definitely you can definitely spell me. And he goes, but you know what? Tonight we are united in the fact that we're gonna take out Ryback and Eric Rowan before TLC.
Yeah. TLC
No. Stop it. Don't call it that because they're going to continue to do that for years.
TLCS 4-way dance tag titles match. And a partridge in a pear tree.
Let me know our main event. Seth Rollins is an oddball here. He's tiny compared to everyone.
He's also the only one with hair. The other 3 guys are bald.
I didn't realize that.
I definitely thought that's where you were going when you said he's the oddball.
No, I was just talking about how he's the smallest guy in the match.
Yeah.
He's an oddball all around.
Yeah. He's an oddball in a match full of cue balls.
Oh, God. This,
which is funny because I think he has no balls, but
the match was fun. We had a lot of good. Eric Rowan is really. I like watching fired up Eric Rowan. Like when he was playing the heel role in the Wyatt family, because he was so methodical about what he was doing and hadn't really like come into a gimmick or anything. He was kind of stale. But now that he's got a different passion to it.
He gets to have babyface fire.
Yeah, so it adds a little dimension to Eric Rowan, which is good. We had some good back and forth stuff at the beginning of the match between Ryback and Seth Rollins. Kane repeatedly tried to get up on the top, up on the apron.
On the top apron.
The top apron. Well, on the bottom apron, you can't distract a referee that way. Doesn't work. But he kept trying to get the referee over. He's
the referee probably kicked him out.
Yeah, kicked him out like right at the end because
JJ Security also tried to interfere.
Well, yeah, that's their thing. They ended up getting clobbered by Ryback at one point.
I think Mercury flew into the table.
Yeah, but Ryback would end up getting the meat hook clothesline and the shell shock on Seth Rollins for the win. This was all kind of stemming from the fact that Kane was getting kicked out because Seth Rollins was slightly distracted at this point.
Yeah.
And then when he tried to go back at Ryback was able to get the win on him, which was great because I'm glad we got a clean win in an authority-based main event.
See, that's the thing though, is they're not the authority anymore.
They're the lack of authority.
So they don't get to pull those shenanigans.
Ah, okay. They can't just cause disqualifications whenever they want.
Yeah.
Okay. It was nice to see a clean win, finish the show, putting the faces over. So now we're gearing up for the Slammys on Monday.
The Slammers.
So go on the WWE app and WWE.com and vote.
At WWE.com, you can vote on the categories that are going to be announced on WWE.com and on the pre-show.
Yes.
But exclusively to the app is the only place you can vote for the categories that will be awarded on Monday Night Raw, which include Match of the Year and Superstar of the Year.
Yes.
And Diva of the Year.
Yeah.
Vote for Paige.
I've already done my WWE.com votes. I still got to do the WWE app votes.
Vote for Paige.
Maybe. I might. Not going to make any guarantees.
The Divas of the Year choices are Brie, Nikki, AJ, and Paige. Vote for Paige.
AJ.
Vote for Paige.
AJ. Paige.
You're just saying a name. It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't matter.
Vote for Paige.
Vote for AJ.
Damn it.
But that is it for the Smackdown Rundown. That is it for the Wrestling Rundown, episode 25.
Hold on. I have a rant to make, actually.
Uh-oh.
I know this is usually Thomas Wolfe's job.
He's usually the one that instigates it.
Yeah.
Alright.
And it's going to be short. It's going to be short and sweet.
Okay.
WWE. You're fucking dumb. When I went to see who the nominees for Superstar of the Year...
Oh, yeah. I'm in on this now, too.
Your choices are John Cena, Roman Reigns, which, he had a good showing early on in the year, but he got injured.
Yeah.
At this point, except for every pay-per-view, they bring him in for a via satellite thing.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything since...
People are forgetting about Roman Reigns. Your crowd is in the now. They're going to remember what's happening currently and, right a couple days ago. That kind of thing. Dean Ambrose, Bray Wyatt, Seth Rollins, Daniel Bryan, who also... he had a stellar beginning of the year, but he got hurt too.
Yeah.
He's another guy. He might be a little bit more fresh because he did the whole GM of Raw thing. And then SmackDown right afterwards. And then Brock Lesnar.
Really?
The guy who's had 2-3 matches this year.
He's had 3 matches and a massacre of the Big Show.
He hasn't been on TV since Night of Champions.
Yeah.
And he's a Superstar of the Year nominee.
It is December. He has not been on TV since September.
Fucking ridiculous.
And
so I'd say you need to petition to get Brock Lesnar kicked off of this thing and replaced with Dolph fucking Ziggler.
Yes.
The man who is probably within this year, specifically, I'm going to say the last 3 months, has become the most over babyface that WWE has.
Yeah, you just got done.
Ambrose was up there really high for a while, and then when his feud with Rollins died off and they started the feud with Bray, he's lost a lot of the fan favoritism momentum. Bray Wyatt's promos have kind of lost a lot of fan favoritism momentum. John Cena hasn't been showing up nearly as frequently, but he was never the top fan favorite, for a long time now. Mm-hmm. Very wishy-washy. Seth Rollins is a heel, he's not going to get votes. Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan, they've been gone. Dolph Ziggler has skyrocketed in the last 3 months to top babyface status.
2 weeks ago, you just put him over in the biggest way possible by having him be the sole survivor of his team.
He won the match that is one of the candidates for Match of the Year. The other winners of the Match of the Year candidates are in the Superstar of the Year vote category. But Ziggler, who won the 4th Match of the Year candidate, isn't in the Superstar of the Year thing. You guys suck. Give Dolph Ziggler some credit.
Yeah, and why do you have these? You have these random Slammys you're giving out for Twitter handles, the social media stuff. Why?
I hope Ziggler wins the Twitter handle one. Just for the fact that he's not in Superstar of the Year.
See, if I would have known that, I would have voted. I'm gonna go vote because I think you can vote multiple times. I'm gonna go vote for Dolph Ziggler, even though I voted for Zack Ryder.
I voted for Paige. Vote for Paige.
But yeah, you need to think about who you're really trying to push here, because granted, I love Daniel Bryan. I like Roman Reigns. I like Rollins. I like Ambrose. I don't mind Cena.
What about Bray Wyatt?
Of course I like Bray. I tout Bray Wyatt every week.
I know that was a joke.
But Dolph Ziggler is one of the hardest working guys that you have on your roster. He always is in the best match of the night, if it's a match. Or the best segment of the night. How is he not?
How?
Not only that, I'm pretty sure out of the 6 of them, I'm pretty sure he had a championship longer than all of them.
Probably.
Because Cena was champion from Money in the Bank till SummerSlam. I'm pretty sure he won the title before SummerSlam, lost it at SummerSlam, and then won it the night after, and is held onto it till the week before Survivor Series.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying, Ziggler needs to be in that vote.
Absolutely.
I have a feeling the only reason why he wasn't in that vote is WWE knew he would win. And they wanted one of their
If
poster
John
boys to
Cena
win.
wins, I swear to fucking God.
You just swore while you were swearing to
Yeah.
God.
Goddamn right I was. That's bullshit.
No, I have a feeling with the way it's going, I could see Ambrose winning.
It's going to be Roman Reigns or Daniel Bryan.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
One of the two guys that's not around?
Yep.
Alright. All I can say is even I Cena's my second least favorite pick in there. Because there is that offshoot that WWE can rig a Lesnar win Superstar of the Year.
Brock Lesnar doesn't count as a fucking champion because he's only defended it once.
I don't think he counts as a superstar. You have to show up on a show to be the superstar. Right?
I would think. That's it for our impromptu Ranty Orton. After the end of our Smackdown Rundown,
hashtag out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I voted for that for best hashtag.
I think I did too. Yeah. Go back, check out all the fun stuff we got. We've got Streak Week this week. We've had the top 5 return for the month of November. We've got all of our regular reviews, a fun-filled, action-packed indie news, talking about Chikara. We've got all kinds of stuff from this week. Thank you to our 2 brand new subscribers. We now have 15 subscribers on YouTube.
Wow,
Thank you
only 25 weeks.
Hey, we've gotten I think we've gotten 11 in the last month and a half. So
I wasn't keeping track.
I do, because it's important. And thank you for sharing our videos.
Like, subscribe.
All of our information down in the description.
Email us.
You can get a hold of us any way that we have available down there. There's all kinds of stuff. And
I think my phone number's down there.
Do you want it to be?
No, not really.
Are you doing 5 matches next week?
Yeah, next week we're doing 5 matches.
Yeah, 5 matches.
Fantasy Warfare.
Yes, Fantasy Warfare. I will be the referee.
Oh, I gotta pick a guy.
Yeah, you do. You and Thomas Wolf got.
I pick a dude, playing a dude disguised as another dude.
That is a good strategy, sure.
That means it's Damien Mizdow.
All right. But yeah, all of our normal reviews next week. We'll be having, if we don't get to it this weekend, we'll be having the results of Ring of Honor's final battle. And hopefully Thomas Wolf will be able to stay with us through the whole episode. We can only hope. So thank you again for watching.
Oh, my 5 matches. I think you might have were trying to ask me what promotion.
Yes.
I'm going. Sort of a up to through, or I said kind of a WCW, the pre-2000
Before WCW, before they died.
Before they started to grasp at straws.
Yeah. I figured you'd kind of pick that with the return of Sting.
So, I mean, don't expect to see probably anything from 99 and forward.
But guess what? If you paid $9.99 a month, you can watch every single one of these matches.
Mm-hmm.
What you going to do?
What?
I know what you're going to do.
What?
You're going to click subscribe, and you're going to watch us next week.
And comment, please.
Yeah, comment. Let's have a discussion. Talk about, voice your opinion on why Dolph Ziggler needs to be in the Superstar of the Year category for the Slammys.
Guess what? If you comment, we'll comment back.
Yeah, we'll talk. Follow us on Twitter. We'll talk to you there.
You probably post comments on all sorts of other videos, and the video posters don't comment back. We're going to comment back.
We will. We guarantee it. We'll see you next week on the Wrestling Rundown.